Next City. The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Red 83!
Welcome to The Locker Room.
Vince Papali, welcome to The Locker Room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to The Locker Room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to The Locker Room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in The Locker Room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Well, fellas, it's Saturday, the day after. It just almost feels like, to me, like Mitch Williams all over again, except for it's the NLCS instead of the World Series. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The intern, Andrew Leeds, is with us today, and, of course, Nick Earnshaw producing. And, fellas, what a tough pill to swallow last night as the Phillies and Craig Kimbrell fall to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the desert 6-5 last night in a game that I thought was won in the eighth, or the seventh. I was feeling pretty good there. Andrew Leeds.
Yeah, I mean it should have been one. I mean, whenever you're up 5-2, 5-3,
5-3,
you'd expect your guys, your main bullpen guys, your best arms in the bullpen to be able to put the game away, and unfortunately, that just wasn't the case last night.
Nicky,
listen, I'm still sick from last night. It was
like your heart. My heart was ripped out.
Oh,
I mean,
they gave it away.
They gave it away. You know what?
I'm
glad you said that. That's a text I put out to a couple of my friends. By the way, I'm sure you guys were texting people. You went to live last night.
I was at live.
The place was packed.
That place cleared out faster than you could imagine after that last out. I've never seen it clear out that fast.
Guys, I got to tell you, the first game in Arizona, I thought the Philly fans that showed up, there was a few there, but it didn't make that big of an impression on me. Last night, like you saw I watched the 6 o'clock news. They were showing they were at a bar like a block away from the stadium.
Yep.
It was all Phillies fans. Yep. And then when you saw the game, when the telecast started, you saw red in the stands. You saw a lot of Phillies fans in the stands. I felt good about it.
Yeah, you could hear them too. I mean, every time the Phillies had a big play, there seemed to be just as many cheers as boos.
Yes. I mean, I just that was to me. I was saying to everybody, it was a must win. Obviously, it's 2-2, so it's not the end of the world. But I'll tell you what, man, last night was a tough pill to swallow.
It was. I mean, you go into that game, you have a lead. And there was just mistake after mistake after mistake.
And it started with Sanchez. I mean, come on, man. You got to know how many outs there are. You got to get that lead runner. That gave up a run.
Yeah. No, that was, obviously the Bohm error also in that first inning was just, the second inning. They came out very sloppy today, and it cost them in the end with that one run.
That one run cost them.
Two mental errors. And also, the wild pitch also allowed the runner to advance to third.
That's right.
Just a lot of mistakes early on. Those are going to kill you by the end of it.
I'm just like... It's the NLCS, man. You got to know how many outs there are.
This isn't the regular season
where
you can just the next game will be fine. You just flush it and go to the next game. I mean, this is the biggest stage of them all, and this is to go to the World Series. And you just took two at home. You're up 2-0. That's now erased. It's back to a 0-0 series at this point, tied up 2-2.
It's 0-0.
I mean, best three.
Robbie Thompson said this in an interview a couple days ago. You can't give away free passes.
No.
Last night, the Phillies pitching staff walked 5 batters last night. You're giving them away. Here's a team, the Diamondbacks. You don't want to give them opportunities with bad mental mistakes, errors, physical errors, mental mistakes, physical errors, and walks.
No, that can't happen. I mean, the mental mistakes are ridiculous. The defense, I mean, it is what it is. They haven't been a great defensive team in how long? But I mean, in these type of games, they're just falling flat. It's odd to me. It's just very odd how they were so hot after game 2. They win 10-0,
right?
And they can't do anything correctly once they get to Arizona.
Now,
it's unbelievable.
Let me ask you this, fellas. Everybody's pissed off at Kimbrel, and so should they be. I get it. But if we're gonna, you guys are the youth movement here, and you're the new fan. Okay, I'm an old Phillies fan. I'm an old Philadelphia sports fan. All right, Trey Turner on August 4th got a standing ovation after a horrible first half of the season. And if we're gonna be consistent as Phillies fans, we gotta be equal opportunity. You can't rip apart Craig Kimbrel if you're not gonna, you know what I mean? If you're gonna stand by him. He's on our team, right? That's the new way we look at our players, right?
I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with it.
Or are you pissed off?
I'm pissed off.
You want to send him that? You want to bench him, right?
I mean, yeah, it's just tough. I mean, it's the playoffs. It's just everything is under a bigger microscope. It's more under pressure, and it's just back-to-back games that just completely blow. Like, sure, Trey Turner is blowing games in June and May, but to blow games in October is just
that's
a completely different thing. I'm not saying we should, cut Craig Kimbrel right off the bat. I'm just saying I'm very annoyed with him at this right now.
I mean, look, if I could revert back to my old self, because right, Nick, I mean, right, when this happened, I said, we're my new approach, my new outlook on fandom or being supporting. Not be as quick to boo, be a little bit more patient, but my patience run out with Craig Kimbrel.
I mean, but you could put it on Rob Thompson too, right? He's making the decision to put him in these situations.
Saves in a row.
I mean, you could feel it though. Like, why? Even in game 3, I know he wants to stick by his players, but you could feel it in game 3 that Kimbrel in these situations is not going to come through going forward in October. You can't have him pitch in these games this late.
Andrew, you score 5 runs, you should be able to win.
Yeah, I said to myself,
you score 5 runs, you should win.
I literally said to myself earlier in the day, I was like, the Phillies just need to put up 5 runs and they'll be good. And I mean, I wasn't expecting Craig Kimbrel again to have another opportunity. I figured, they would rest him after blowing the game last night, let alone put him in back-to-back nights.
There's a lot of blame to go around. What about Bryson Stott? I mean,
he hasn't hit.
He's batting 206. He's 0 for his last 12 or something.
Stott is ice cold. Castellanos is ice cold. Seems like Bryce is kind of cold. Like, they all have gone cold at the same time. They were all hot at the same time, and now they're all cold. It's just baseball sometimes, but I need to see better at bats. I mean, Alec Boehm's been brutal.
Bryce Harper's 0 for his last 6 or 5 or 6, 7, something like that.
So
a couple walks in there, but
it's not over. But we have to remember, it's not over, Bill.
It's not over, but
it's not over.
and we have home field advantage,
we
right? We think positive, but it's a tough pill to swallow. But I'm going to be the new fan. I'm going to be a little bit more patient, and we're all Phillied up today. You can check us out on my website. Where we're streaming live on the YouTube channel, the locker room, BillySchweim.com. Andrew Leeds does a good job with it. You scroll down, you can see we're all filling up. You got your away gray.
Got the away gray. Pulled it out.
I got the red Phillies. By the way, I only bring this out when I need it. It's a Ryan. Let me turn around. It's a Ryan Howard.
All right, we're looking at it. It's a nice jersey.
Classic.
It's a nice jersey.
And
batting practice jersey.
And then Andrew Leeds, the intern, has Take October shirt. I like that. Check it out. So we're all filling up. Tonight's all right. Look, if they win tonight, all's well in the world.
We'll forget about it.
We'll forget about it. But guess what? The work's cut out for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going against Zach Allen. Guy's up for the Cy Young Award, Andrew.
Yeah, no, it's going to be tough. The only thing that gives me confidence is the fact that we've already played Zach Allen and we shut him down pretty quickly. I mean, obviously, the first pitch home runs by Schwarber and Harper, but he's at home now, and I know the crowd isn't as.
By the way, you know what? That crowd stinks. Half it's Phillies fans, but they're that
ballpark stinks.
I hate. Yeah,
it's the worst ballpark.
It seems like a cavern, like a dark cavernous building. It's like it's dark. Doesn't it look dark?
It does. And Trey Turner and JT both had hits last night that would have been home run in half of the stadiums in baseball.
Right.
But the way that the Diamondbacks,
it's a picture stadium, man.
Yeah, no, it's
413 to the dead center, right? 415.
And Craig Kimbrel still can give up home runs in that ballpark.
What is it? The dead center at the Citizens 401.
401.
401. So you're talking 15, 14 feet.
It's a big difference.
No, that's the thing. When you talk about being, the new energy of a Phillies fan, being more positive, I can look past last night and I can still be positive going into tonight. I can still go tonight not being like, oh, we're doomed, we're screwed, it's over.
Oh, we do have Wheeler.
Last night still just is gonna piss me off for a minute.
Yeah, we got a big show lined up today at 10:30. We'll go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. We'll talk to Tommy, get his impressions on what we've seen, what's transpired over the last 2 games for the Phillies. And then at 11 o'clock, we go out to Las Vegas and talk with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. And then our own Dave Klemic is out at Kansas City. He's in Kansas City today for the
on the line.
Yeah, man. We're going to have him on the line at 11:30 from Kansas City. He's out there for Dante Hall's induction to the Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame, basically. Hang his number up, and so we'll talk to Dave Klemic at 11:30. Of course, we'll talk Eagles football in hour 2. College football, there's a lot going on, but we're all Phillied up today. Want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, I'm here to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. They're in Brigantine. You've got to go to La Scala's in Brigantine. They opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of homemade Italian-American and seafood favorites, plus their famous pizzas. Everything's generously portioned and great for share and eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open from 4 to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays, 11:30 to 10 Thursday through Sundays. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Get down there today, get an early dinner, and then you got the Phillies game tonight. Get down there. You'll love their cozy leather booths. They got a large, huge wraparound bar. It's great for watching the games. They got huge, big screen televisions. So check out their menu at lascalasbeachhouse.com. Let's eat. And I'll be down there on Sunday after our live remote at Caesars Sportsbook in the Tropicana. We'll be down there tomorrow. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and producer Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Catch Phillies playoff baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Here's the pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Zach Wheeler razor sharp here tonight.
Can the Phillies make a return trip to the World Series this season? Listen to find out.
It's the National League Championship Series. Phillies Diamondbacks.
Game 5 tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. The road to the World Series starts here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
Everybody knows there's no beating Bennett. And right now, we're kicking off our end-of-year sell-down early with our best deals of the year. While most dealers are selling new vehicles at or above MSRP, Bennett's selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee prices. Yes, you pay what our supplier employees pay, not 1 penny more. Save even more with available 0% financing. And during our year-end sale, get our best offers ever on pre-owned vehicles. We'll pay a minimum $10,000 for any trade. Any trade. We don't care if it's got 1 million miles or 1 million dents. You still get a minimum $10,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Imagine how much more you'll get if it's in good shape. And our non-commissioned sales staff is a delight to work with because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. No need to negotiate, no hassles, no haggling. Find new roads at Bennett Chevrolet in Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my Locker Room youth movement. Intern Andrew Leeds is in the house. Producer Nick Earnshaw. Philadelphia Phillies go down to defeat last night in a very what's the word?
Heartbreaking way.
That was a tough one, man. I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned, and I was like just not happy, man. I'm like everybody else in Philly Nation.
Yeah, no, it was just absolutely brutal. Like, there's no other way to put it. I mean,
whenever
you have a lead like that, just to blow it right at the end.
What do you think about momentum now? I mean, do you think momentum has shifted back?
Oh, I 100% had shifted all the way back to at least being like it's like. And
so now you got. See, after we were up 2-0 when we ripped their hearts out at 10-0, we beat them 10-0, which put us up 2 games to nothing.
I was there at that game. It was great,
right?
Great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere. And then you let them claw back in. Now they believe in themselves.
They gave them life. I mean, you had a 2-0 series lead and you blew that away. I mean, the Texas Rangers almost did the same thing. They gave up 2 straight games to Houston. And now they're down in the series. So it's like, if you're the Phillies, this is a must win tonight.
Right,
like you can't go down.
So when the Phillies headed out west, Garrett Stubbs gave the Arizona Diamondbacks some bulletin board material. Now, do you believe in that, Andrew?
I do. I mean,
I think the players really gets their back up because like I can see in places where the local sports media, the fans are like really into it, but I gotta feel I just don't think you don't have their fans into it like our fans are into it. So does it mean that much? It's the fans really blow it more out of proportion than the players. Don't you think?
I think for athletes it is an important thing to like get yourself motivated. I mean, we hear a lot of athletes say that they find anything they can to just fire them up. And I mean, I don't know how you're saying with the fan bases, but I mean, I don't know. It's like we saw.
Well, there was like how many? By the way, I went online to see how much the tickets were costing out there. I could have bought tickets for like $45.
I know. Yeah. We should have took a locker room road trip down there.
Well, I can fly you guys out there. I'll get my brother to fly to his plane. We'll all get in his little plane.
Yeah,
take us longer to fly out his little thing than
cheaper than going to Citizens Bank Park.
No, but Garrett Stubbs said that he wants to run and jump into the pool. And Nick, do you think that gave the Diamondbacks extra motivation?
Oh, I do. I mean, look at the Braves series with Bryce Harper. Arcia saying that came out, right? I mean, and Bryce stared him down. That meant something to
Yeah,
them.
but that was directly at Harper.
It's still, but
he was talking
it
about
doesn't matter.
jumping in their pool after we win.
That's their home ballpark.
Right,
that
I
gives them
understand.
something. That gives them something to motivate. Like, hey, they want to take over our ballpark, win it here. Let's not let them do that. It gives them a little motivation. I definitely believe in that.
All right,
for
so
sure.
after the game, Lavello, the manager of the Diamondbacks, he commented on it. Let's play it. And, I thought Lavello made a couple blunders, managerial blunders, when he took out Fott in the game 3.
Yeah,
he was mowing us down, and then he takes him out. I thought for sure, like, we were going to explode.
Yeah, that seems like a mistake that, the Phillies would have made.
Right.
Like, the Phillies would make, and then it blows us the game. But, of course, it ended up not mattering for them. But, yeah, I mean, with the Garrett Stubbs quote, it's like...
didn't he even question himself, Nick, Lavello? He was skeptical of taking it. He made a mention
honestly, I don't think it mattered who pitched in that game. The Phillies were not hitting. They were having bad at-bats after bad at-bats. It didn't matter. I don't think.
I think the jet lag, or I don't know if it's jet lag, but time change could have affected them because remember they flew out. The Arizona flew out right after the game. They headed home.
Yep.
The Phillies didn't go to the following afternoon,
and then they didn't bat practice,
and they didn't have batting practice.
Yeah, so
we can make excuses.
Yeah, like I think game 3 that's what I was thinking. I mean, because again, this offense has been historically good in the playoffs so far. So for them to get completely shut down by some like kid who doesn't have a great like record
or 5 ERA,
like, okay, maybe it's a jet lag, maybe, but losing last night, there's no excuse. I mean, you should be fully integrated in Arizona. You already played a game in Arizona. I don't think any of that excuse applies to last night.
They never seem to have success in Arizona. It feels
when they early in the beginning of the season, took 3 out of 4.
I know, but it over the past couple of years, like they've had trouble. Maybe not just this year, but I'm saying like in the past they've had trouble in Arizona before, and I hate the ballpark too. So I mean, it's just awful.
Did Thompson make a managerial mistake by taking out Sanchez? He only went 2 in the 3rd innings. He only gave up 1 run, 1 walk. I thought he was pitching pretty well.
I thought he did fine. I thought Sanchez
Why would he
was
take
fine.
him? Do you think he took him out too early?
I thought.
Because let's look. He went from Sanchez to Hoffman to Strom, Dominguez, Soto, Kerkering, who got lit up the night before, and then he brings in Kimbrel and then Alvarado to clean it up.
I think the problem was bringing in Hoffman that early. Why are you bringing one of your high leverage guys that early in the game? You could save him for later. Bring in Kerkering earlier than that. Don't bring Kerkering in these big 1-run, big moments for the kid. Like he's still a kid. He was just in like single A.
Right.
Bring him earlier in the game. Have Hoffman for later. You can't treat the 4th inning or the 3rd inning like it's the 9th. Because there's a lot of baseball left to be played in the game. You got to use your high leverage guys in high leverage situations.
Kerkering walked 2 batters last night.
I know.
Yeah. No, and I mean, honestly, when they
only won a third of an inning.
I know. When they pulled Sanchez last night, honestly, I thought they were going to bring out like Taiwan and let him go a couple innings.
Why not him or Lorenzen?
I knew that was a strategy. People were saying like, oh, let Sanchez do 3, let Taiwan do 3, and then you go to the bullpen. But no, he just pulled Sanchez, and then we started using all of our arms, and it was too late. We had to use Kimbrel again.
And now they're cooked.
We have Robbie Thompson's comments after the game.
1 sec.
All right.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean,
Kimbrel, I don't want to say he's making excuses. He's got to defend his player, but in his decisions to make the move, go ahead. Let's play Thompson. He's honest. I mean, he didn't.
Kimbrel can't be an 8th or 9th inning guy anymore. He can't.
His confidence is shattered. He just blew 2 saves in a row in the NLCS, not a regular season, not the DL, NLCS. 2 in a row.
The pennant.
Yeah.
Like you can't. He's got to go down in the order. You can't trust him. I mean, you can't trust him, and you could feel that after game 3. That's why I don't understand why you used him in this spot last night. Like why? I get it wasn't the 9th, but I mean still.
Yeah, at the very least, it's clear he needed a day off to like clear his head and like move on. Like that's
you know what the problem is, fellas. I'm looking
I'm
at the score sheet. You know what the problem is? Schwarber's batting 237. We can't have that.
No, he's got to be under.
He's got to be under 200 for his team to be successful.
Yeah, no, I mean he's hitting way too well right now.
Did he just pass Reggie Jackson for
most home runs?
Most home runs by a lefty.
Yep.
He has the most home.
Mr. Reggie, the new Mr. October. My brother said that.
19, right? 19 home runs. I believe.
Yeah, 19.
19 home runs.
Who are you worried about, Andrew? Right now, who are you worried about the most
on the Phillies
offensively?
Offensively, I'm worried probably about Castellanos at
me
the moment.
too.
I mean, Stott obviously has been so worse, like way more cold, but Castellanos is more important to this offense, I feel like. I mean, we saw him go crazy for those 3 games.
Alec
None of
Boehm
those
had
games
2
were
hits
even
last
close.
night. Everybody's waiting for him to come out.
Yeah, Boehm actually
he had a pretty good except for the error he made.
Yeah, like Boehm, we've been saying like, oh, he's been struggling so bad, but honestly, he's had hits in the last 2 nights. He had an RBI last night, I believe, or
yeah, he had,
he had
let's
an
see,
RBI.
Boehm.
Was it an RBI? I can't remember.
No,
I
he
might
did
be
not.
confusing it with the.
Yeah, he had an RBI.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
did.
singled in Schwarber.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I
In
thought.
turn,
So
yeah,
I
in
mean,
the 6th.
we've been talking about Boehm how bad he's been, but honestly, I mean, you look at him
Romuto's
compared to
batting
Stott.
270 in the playoffs. He's doing all right.
Daryl Muto almost started the game with a big home run.
Yeah, right.
It was his first
Yeah,
at bat, but it
first
was
at-bat.
it was a great catch.
So you're
Yeah.
saying, how about you, Nick? Who's your biggest concern right now?
For me,
Because we got choice of 3 or 4 guys.
I mean, Bryson Stott. I mean,
Yeah.
he's only hit the grand slam and hasn't really done much since then. The at bats are just concerning with me. Castellanos is going ice cold. And these are your guys who are supposed to be driving in runs, and they've gone ice cold out of nowhere. So
Rojas is batting 086. Is that a concern for
no,
you guys?
not one bit.
Because he's playing great defense in
yeah.
the field.
That's why he's there. He's there for his glove, and I don't care if he gets
Yeah,
if
but
he goes 0 for
086,
whatever.
Come on.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I don't know. Like, do you think Pasha would be doing that much better if we had him out there instead? Because that's really
No, I like Rojas. I like his
Rojas
speed.
is
I think
better.
he picks up the ball right away off the bat. So
Problem is he doesn't bunt very well either.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
insane.
tried to get him to bunt, but he can't really bunt that well to get him on.
It's insane. Like, just watching him try to bunt every
I
time.
know.
It goes foul. It goes straight down. It just cannot.
How do you not know how to bunt at the major league level? Especially when you're speaking.
how do you not know how many outs there are?
I know.
You're at the NLCS.
Stupid mistakes.
I mean, mental mistakes. Robbie Thompson, he's a player's manager. I
Yep.
get it, but he's got to. I guess I'll address that.
Yeah, and listen, he's pressed the button, the right buttons throughout the playoffs last year and this year for the most part. But sometimes it bites him, and he's going to live and die by it. So.
All right, on the other side, we're going to talk with Tommy Greene. We're on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. We'll pick his brain and find out what he thinks about the pitching or the lack thereof. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Stanton Insurance Group. SIG Protection. I'm here to tell you about Stanton Insurance Group. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, or business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote. That's sigprotection.com. And also, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle City. You get down there today, get some takeout, and get your pregame meal for the Phillies tonight. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, Stock's pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Or visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com. Get down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue to see all they have to offer. They have online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll talk with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, it's a heavyweight showdown in the SEC as the 11th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide hosts the 17th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as the Crimson Tide look to remain perfect in conference play as the Vols head into Bryant-Denny Stadium with victory on their mind. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan again and again. Call Lenigan again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, it's number 59, Seth joining. Birds football, best time of the year. Bet Parks is the official casino and sportsbook app I recommend. Join me and download the Bet Parks app right now. When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moment. The anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun. You love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in Indiana, New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland. Gambling problem. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the mind-blowing magic and illusions of the one and only Michael Carbonaro on Friday, December 15th. Tickets on sale now at parkscasino.com. Parks Casino.
Problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at Jester's Dive Bar for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, a Locker Room youth movement. The intern Andrew Leeds and producer Nikki Earnshaw today as we recover from a devastating loss by our Philadelphia Phillies. But we're all in Philly red. We're all Phillied up. We're positive. This is the new and improved Philly fan. We're not negative. We're going to stay positive, and we're going to stay positive with our first guest. Every weekend throughout the baseball season, we go on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers, reminding you not to drink and drive and to always have a designated driver. Go to herocampaign.org for more information. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy, former Phillies pitcher, Tommy Greene. Good morning, T. Greene.
Good morning, Billy. How you doing, my friend?
Not good, Tommy Greene. I made a comparison, and like in '93 when Mitch Williams gave up that home run to the Toronto Blue Jays, that ripped our heart out. But last night was like the closest thing. Like Kimbrel blowing that. I mean, that just crushed me last night, Tommy.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's the last couple games have not been fun to watch, for the bullpen. They've kind of scuffled. So, hey, that's why they're fortunate that today's a new day, and you got to, one thing about it being a good reliever and what you got to remember is that tomorrow's a new day and you got to be able to forget. And most of your good relievers back in the day, that's what made Mitch Williams so good. He was able to do what he did. He says, hey, you forget about yesterday and do it again tomorrow, man.
Yeah, but Tommy, people are asking Topper, like, you're gonna go back to him, and he's gonna have to talk about it with Caleb Cotham, or you know what I mean? Like the jury's still out. So what, from a pitcher's standpoint of view, you got to have a short memory. But if you're Robbie Thompson, you going back to Kimbrel?
Well, I mean, I think the way he's played it all year. I mean, I know Kimbrel's been the sort of the guy he's been the guy like he wanted to close with for the most part, but there's times he used guys in different spots. It depends on what part of the lineup was coming up. And I think that was one of the situations last night where the way it was playing out, was that way, and, so, I mean, do you go back to them and say, I think you got to go back and use your bullpen like you normally would,
right?
Because we're going to need the arms, I mean, they're playing 3 games in a row. I mean, you got to man up now, and see, that's one of the strange things. They haven't done it all year, but so some guys will have to throw 3 days in a row.
Right. So that's another thing.
So it's going to be one of those things, I mean, you talk with LA and then back in the day, I mean, if you threw 3 days in a row, you were definitely getting a day off or so after that. I know back when I was in the bullpen and I was the long guy, there's sometimes I threw, Fagosi would tell me, if you throw 3 innings, you're getting at least a day off. If I can give you another one, I will, right. But you had to prepare yourself to go and take care of yourself. And I mean, that's part of the part of the thing about being a reliever. You gotta take care of your body and do the and get to know it.
Right.
So and what makes you recover better and stuff like that. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things that go into it. But now it's so to speak, do or die time during the postseason where, it's a tie series, we're still, we got, we can win the next 2 games and be like, oh, what happened? Hey, no big deal.
Right. It's a hiccup.
So it's, I mean, that's what makes the game so great. I mean, we just got to play better ball. We can't afford to make the error, we got to play clean baseball because he ends up in an earned run, which what we lose by 1 run, or we walk in a run, we come in. I mean, you can't afford to do that, in these situations, good ball clubs take advantage of that. So
we're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Tommy, you think Topper removed Sanchez too early? He only went 2 in the 3rd innings. He threw 38 pitches, 24 for strikes. I didn't think he was pitching that poorly. I mean, he had a brain cramp, a mental mistake. He didn't know how. Like, it's unexcusable not to know how many outs there are.
Exactly. That is brain cramp, but me, I'm an advocate for the starting pitcher to be able to go and to go longer than he did. I think Topper looked at it that way. To me, he wasn't hitting with his changeup, and he's got or throwing good enough changeups to get some swings at, and he really didn't. He was too far out of the zone with him, and the guys were laying off of it, which made him narrow it down. I think that made Topper's decision a little easier.
Okay.
To pull him. But I still think, at that point, I think you got to ride him a little bit more because now you're in a situation where you used your whole bullpen even to do things. So, I mean, it's now guys have got to come back. Some guys have thrown 2 days in a row already and here we go again, so it's going to be one of those, it's got to be a man up time and they got to find a way to get it done. They're hoping that, that Wheeler gives you the start that you expected to give it. I mean, that we've grown to expect, but hey, we need him to go out there and be solid. And then we got to have some people step up at the end of the ball game that can do it.
Hey, Tommy, I got to ask you about Kerkering and his usage because I'm kind of puzzled in some of the spots that Thompson's been using him. And last night they bring in Hoffman way early in the game. Would you maybe bring in Kerkering in these lower leverage situations and be able to save Hoffman? I think that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
That was a good question. I mean, to me, I guess Topper thought it was the very important where he felt the momentum was going the other way, that he needed to get out, and he was, the confidence that he has in, his guys. Hoffman has proved that, he's been one of our big assets, and he wanted to use him there. I see where you're coming from with it, and I'm sort of in agreement with it. I'd rather see him pitching more higher leverage situations,
right?
Towards the middle end of the game, rather less than that early. So I think Kirking could have been a good call there. We probably saw him last night throw more fastballs than we've seen him throw since he's been up here. I thought that's been my issue with him the whole time, with the game calling, whatever they're here, because he's got such a great slider. But if everybody knows it's coming, he's got that type of slider that he's not like Larry Anderson that could dot a gnat's butt with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Larry Anderson could move it, and and it looked just like a heater.
Right.
So those guys started laying off that thing last night, and it made him prove he could throw it for a strike, and he didn't.
Right.
And then he started hanging it up in the zone the night before. So they're like, he's got to use. He throws 98 miles an hour. Why aren't you using your fastball too? You got to be able to use it to show them, to get them off that.
Right.
At least the velocity of it. To break their swing up a little bit so they don't center it up. So it's a learning process. With a young guy, I know I did the same thing with Dutch. You come over, and you're a young guy, even with the Braves, you got a veteran catcher, you're following him,
Right.
A lot, because they know the hitters better than we know them. They've seen them and that type of thing. And also, you can get happy a little bit with that type of breaking ball you got, because it's so good, that you can fall. To me, I was there. I was taught to never throw 3 in a row, because the third one's not going to be as good as the first 2.
Right.
That type thing. You're going to try to do it better, you end up friggin' hanging it. So you got to get people off. That don't mean you throw your fastball down the middle of the plate. That means you show it. You don't have to throw it for a strike. If you throw your first 2 breaking balls for a strike, you got to show them. You throw it in, throw it out, throw it up high. Let them see the velocity. You know what I mean? So. It's a learning process for a young man, a young kid, a young man. He's a young man now.
Yeah.
So sooner or later, you got to be able to shake your head and maybe go to another pitch, what you feel like better at the time. And that's when you and catcher got to have the heart to heart, and that's what me and Dutch did. We grew together, and sometimes when I'd shake, if he really believed in what he was calling, he would tap his chest with his right hand. He's like, "Follow me, trust me."
Right.
He's seeing something, and that made me buy in. He was seeing something that I didn't see. So and then there's other times I'd shake or because it wasn't very often, but I'd shake, and then he'd go to another pitch, and I'd execute the pitch I wanted, and he'd give me the fist pump. And, that's how you gain trust and stuff in each other. We're growing as a unit, and that's what happens. So
we're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Tommy, what is it about playing in that Chase Field? It's like it's a dome. Is that difficult to make? The Phillies earlier in the season, I think they took 3 or 4 out there. So they can win out there, but is it different atmosphere? Does that play into thing? I'm not trying to make excuses for the Phillies. Don't get me wrong, but it's got to be a different environment.
Well, obviously, they're used to obviously the home field advantage. We're playing outdoors and stuff, and off grass and real turf and stuff like that. It's a little bit different thing, and it all depends on the lighting and stuff like that. Every place should be sort of the same. But when you start getting inside, like things can get smoky or sort of hazy looking, depending on the time of the day and different things. But both teams have to go through it. And to me, I just, that's, the sounds can be amplified,
Because they were talking, Tommy, they were also Tommy, they were also talking about on the broadcast that where they play is like 1,000 feet elevation wise. Like that might have something to do with the ball doesn't spin as well. That's why I think Topper even suggested that Sanchez's changeup wasn't working because of the altitude.
I know. His changeup wasn't because he wasn't throwing strikes. He didn't make it. He didn't throw it close enough to the zone.
Right.
So that's just an excuse, if you ask me. But people didn't realize about Atlanta either. Back in the old stadium and stuff like that. Atlanta's elevated up in the air too. Why do you think the old ballpark was called the launching pad?
Yeah.
The ball flew. Ball jumped there, and it was a big ballpark too. So. It's like Colorado's up in the, obviously, we know that up in the elevation and stuff, the way ball carries and stuff like that, and then now you see, we didn't really know like Chase Field was like that. I didn't know that. So, so you're dealing with different things. They do have a big center field out there, but the ball tends to jump a little bit out there, so. That's just part of the game, and each ballpark's got its facet. And how would you like to pitch in Houston all the time?
I know that's a bandbox. All right, hey, Tommy. Tonight we have Wheeler against Gallon. Your two aces are on the hill. What do you think? Review tonight. Give me a preview. What do you think about tonight's game?
Well, I'd like to have it the same way it went the first time around.
We all.
Yes, that's what I want.
Right.
But you can want all you want. It's like I tell my children. I told my children, you can want all you want. It's about going out and getting it done. And having some skin in the game. You got to go do it, and that's what's got to happen. We need Zach to be right where he's been. Our Wheeler, I say Zach Wheeler,
Zach Gallen,
to be right where, and Zach Gallen can stay where he's at too, like he did last time. But we just need to go out there and just execute like he has been, and just try to keep it as simple as he can for him. And when he does that and he finds that rhythm, he's a tough hombre to deal with. So.
All right, Tommy Greene, tonight, 8:07, first pitch. Zach Wheeler, 2-0 with a 2.37 ERA against Zach Gallen, 2-1 in the playoffs with a 4.96 ERA. By the way, I went to high school with his mother, Zach Gallen's mother. We were classmates at Collingswood High School. So I was texting her yesterday, and she said her phone's blowing up, and they did an article on the Daily News, but it was pretty cool. He's a local kid, but we don't want to see him win tonight, Tommy. We want a Phillies win.
Well, we want that, and I'm probably pretty sure Schwarber won't see a fastball first pitch.
I'm sure he won't.
Definitely not.
All right, Tommy Greene, let's go Phillies. We really appreciate having you on every weekend, and let's keep it going, man. We got to get to the World Series or bust.
Oh, yes, I agree with you, my friend. Thanks for having me.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene. On the Mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene is brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. Reminding you not to drink and drive and always have a designated driver. For more information, go to herocampaign.org. I'm going to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. I was down at the Jersey Man magazine event at Chickies and Pete's in Marlton on Tuesday night. It was a great night, and they do a great job. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, the intern Andrew Leeds, producer Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 7, and the Eagles host the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Football at the Link.
He's hit. He's sucked back across
across the 20. They got him. Hassan Reddick.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:20. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station. Brought to you by
Jenkins Plumbing and Heating at jenkinsandsons.com. Piccalilli Inn. Nobody beats the Piccalilli, Route 206 in Chemong. Frank Vincent Windows, Roofing, Siding, and Doors make your home look new again. BMW of Atlantic City. Ocean Casino. Get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino this football season. And First Bank of Sea Isle.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Nizam's Indian Restaurant on Route 40 in Egg Harbor Township, the #2 ranked restaurant in New Jersey by NJ.com, is ready to serve you delicious Indian dishes. Executive Chef Sharma creates curry masterpieces with his chicken tikka masala, butter chicken, and shag paneer. His lamb akari was ranked one of the best dishes by NJ.com. There are also many vegetarian and vegan options. It's open 7 days a week, 11:30 to 9:30, with a lunch buffet on Sunday from 11:30 to 3. Visit thenizams.com for more info.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These treatments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, Nikki Earnshaw producing. Let's open up the text board, 609-403-0973. Will the Phillies win the series? That's a simple question. Do we have the faith? Will the Phillies beat the Diamondbacks in the NLCS? 609-403-0973. Be a part of the show. We'll read your text. Make sure you include your name, where you're from. 609-403-0973. Will the Phillies win the series, Nick?
Yes. I think they still win the series.
Andrew?
I do. I still have confidence.
You
that
still
they
have
can get it
faith.
done.
Positivity today. Positivity.
We got a Diamondback fan, I think, that texted in.
Yes. So Diamondback Derek texts in. We got ourselves a new series. Unbelievable. That is all I got to say. I'm so glad that Thompson brought Kimbrel in that I couldn't believe it. Go Gallon. Go Diamondbacks. I was saying to you before the series that Ginkgo and Sewald were going to be the factor. They are the best closers in the game.
Right. First of all, let me just say this. Unless Derek is from Arizona, who the heck in their right mind is a Diamondbacks fan in this area?
I've never met a Diamondback.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Who's
would
a
not have expected-
Diamondbacks fan?
Like there's like a Braves fan, sure, a Dodgers fan, whatever, but a Diamondbacks fan,
Diamondbacks
that's
fan?
very,
I was
that's unique.
I was at the game Tuesday, the 10-0 game where the Phillies won. I didn't see one Diamondbacks fan. Not one.
There's a great clip from Fox 10 in Arizona where they sent a reporter out to the park and they asked him, "Did you find a Diamondbacks fan?" He said, "No, I've been here 2 hours. I haven't found a single one."
Diamondbacks fan.
I have 4 fans.
Come on, Derek. 609-403-0973.
Got to get to the bottom of Derek and where, if he's from Arizona or what made him a Diamondbacks fan. I'd love to hear it.
Arizona.
Who the heck is a Diamondbacks fan?
You can't let the Diamondbacks
People
go
that
to the
live
World
out in
Series.
Arizona aren't even Diamondbacks fans.
They don't even know the Diamondbacks exist
Right?
out there, do they?
You could buy a ticket last night for $43.
40.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were going. Game 3 were going for like $7.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw at some point.
609-403-0973. We got a couple other text messages there, Nikki Earnshaw.
Yeah, Dan and EHT.
Our man Dan.
He texts in.
Keeps it real.
It's the baseball gods disallowing the Phillies going to the World Series. Astros are better than last year. The further you go, the harder they fall.
I want the. I don't know about you. I'll ask you this on the other side. I want the Astros.
So do
for
I.
2 reasons: revenge factor, and I want home field advantage.
100%.
That's
Yeah.
the main
Well, let's get by the Diamondbacks.
Got to win 2 more first.
Derek.
Come on, Derek.
Derek's a Diamondbacks. All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hey, we didn't even talk about the Eagles yet. 5-1 Eagles against the 5-1 Dolphins. Of course, we'll be down
in the Kelly Greens.
We'll be at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana for our Eagles show, our pregame show. Me, Josh Henning, and Mark Grimes will be with us tomorrow.
There we go.
Mark Grimes, my agent at the beach. All that and more. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, producer Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN. We got the Sportsbook coming up next.
Catch Phillies playoff baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Here's the pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Zach Wheeler razor sharp here tonight.
Can the Phillies make a return trip to the World Series this season? Listen to find out.
It's the National League Championship Series. Phillies Diamondbacks.
Game 5 tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. The road to the World Series starts here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's number 59, Seth joining. Join me on the Bet Park Sportsbook app, and you're in the zone. Bet Parks is the official casino and sportsbook app of the real Philly fan and the only app I recommend. Bet more than the score. Bet player performances like total passing and rushing yards. Bet total team touchdowns. Bet who scores a touchdown. And nobody does live in-game betting better than Bet Parks. Bet on the action as it happens. Join me right now and download the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. New customers make a winning $10 bet and get $125 in bonus sportsbook bets back. Must be a winning bet, and bonus bets must be wagered once. The Bet Park Sportsbook is the only sports betting app that I recommend. Live betting, parlays, props, teasers, they have it all. Like me, I'm sure that you love to play, you love to win. You bet. Bet Park.
Must be 21 in NPA, New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland. Gambling problem. 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No 2 situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Offices in Philadelphia, Radnor, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Michelle Ferrari, licensed in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Online at CordellCordell.com.
With GMF financing, to qualify buyers excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
Everybody knows there's no beating Bennett, and right now we're kicking off our end-of-year sell-down early with our best deals of the year. While most dealers are selling new vehicles at or above MSRP, Bennett's selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee prices. Yes, you pay what our supplier employees pay, not 1 penny more. Save even more with available 0% financing. And during our year-end sale, get our best offers ever on pre-owned vehicles. We'll pay a minimum $10,000 for any trade. Any trade. We don't care if it's got 1 million miles or 1 million dents. You still get a minimum $10,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Imagine how much more you'll get if it's in good shape. And our non-commissioned sales staff is a delight to work with because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. No need to negotiate, no hassles, no haggling. Find new roads at Bennett Chevrolet in Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers,
It's good!
and Flyers.
Oh, big save by Carter Hart.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Welcome to the locker room. Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein. All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein. I got my youth movement. The intern Andrew Leeds is with us, and of course Nikki Earnshaw producing on a Saturday morning. We're not wearing sunglasses.
No.
My next guest we love. We need him today more than ever to uplift us because we're not a good place right now.
We're down in the dumps.
We're
Billy.
in the dumps. Yeah. It's like it's raining outside. I mean, I don't want to depress people, but it's like
Saturday morning blues.
Saturday morning blues right now.
Gloomy, glum. I mean, it's sickening.
Let's bring him up. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy all the way from Las Vegas, the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. There he is.
Is wrong with you guys? It's 2-2.
Our
Relax. It's 2-2.
Night.
I mean, they blew the game last night. That's it. You know what those guys do? They go in, they take their uniform off, they get a shower, and they flush it. It's gone. That's it. It's a new day. They're not worried about it. You can't be worried about it. Let's go.
All right.
Come on here to get the picks, Billy. Please.
We should have had him on a 10.
Nick, this is unacceptable today. We have a huge sports day today. Huge sports weekend in Philadelphia, in all of sports, but like I got the Penn State gear on. The game kicks off in an hour.
Yeah, I see that.
We got Penn State to start the day. Hopefully they cover the spread. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Billy, we got a full slate of hockey today. There's all that going on. There's college football going on. And then you know what's happening today, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm trying to get one of the kids to get in the car with me, shoot down to Phoenix, and go to the game right now. I said I got to stay to the locker room. You know, Billy will be mad at me if I call in sick, if I say I'm in Phoenix. So I said I got to do the show, and then we're going to try to see if we can get down there.
But Book, listen, all kidding aside, I mean that was I almost equated it to Mitch Williams in the World Series. Not quite as dramatic as the NL. But listen, we were up 5-3 last night in a game that we needed.
Book, it hurt.
Book, that hurt big time.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to minimize it, but for people here in Philadelphia, in South Jersey, the surrounding area, that hurt, man.
Guys are used to pain. All right, you guys are used to hurt.
You
got scar tissue.
You're like the police, like Sting, king of pain.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's just one game. Look at the number today. They're favored today. They got if you'd have said before the season, you're going to be in the NLCS tied 2-2 in a Game 5 with the other two behind you at home at the bank, and you got Wheeler on the mound in the Game 5, there's not a person walking planet Earth that wouldn't have said yes. Sign me up right now. I don't care how we get there. I don't care what happened before it. It don't matter. I don't know why he keeps putting Kimber out there doing this. I don't know. I mean, you keep walking out and do this. Like, I mean, it's nerve-wracking. You see the way the game's being played. right? I'm texting everybody that I know that's a Philly fan
Right.
and watching a
You
game.
didn't text me last night.
Well, Billy, I'm afraid because if I text you and we jinx it, then you're going to yell at me on the locker room.
Right.
So I don't wanna do that.
Very superstitious.
Look, I gotta tell you, last night I was at Xfinity Live. I've never seen the place
Which is
clear out.
all right, let's tell them because book
It's
not
big bar right outside
It's right
the
outside.
stadium.
Right between the Lincoln Financial Field. It's perfectly situated between the Citizens Bank Park, Wells Fargo, and Link.
Yep.
It was gloomy after that last pitch.
Oh.
That's why we
It was
coming
packed.
in down in the. It was packed, back to the gills. But after that last pitch, that's why we're down in the dumps a little bit today. But you're bringing the energy. I like.
That's why we had the book.
That's why we
He's a
have
very
all.
uplifting personality.
Yeah,
You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBeatCakeAndSig. Bostonian versus the book. So the Phillies are favored tonight. And you're taking it.
I'm not doing anything yet right now, Billy. We got a long day. All right, but I got a lot of tickets on the
I'm gonna
Phillies to win
follow
the
you.
World Series.
All
Like
right.
I have tickets on the Phillies to win the World Series, but I have nailed that exact. It don't matter who wins now. I'm going to win, so I'm good. Like, but the best scenario for me is Philadelphia. In the other game, there is no chance that they were throwing at Garcia. There is no chance. As crazy as the Astros are and all this other stuff and their reputation and stuff, there is no way that they were throwing at Garcia. That was just a bad. He lost his mind for a second, selfish move, iced the pitcher. I mean, like, Houston wins that game. That's a whole nother story. That game's for tomorrow. Sorry, I drifted off. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to deflect the gravity of tonight, Billy. Under is the play tonight, Billy. I know you don't like the totals and you can't tease them and all that other stuff. Gallen was magical this season at home.
He's up for the Cy Young Award.
I know.
I went to high school with his mother.
Billy, that's the story for off the air. Please, all right? Listen, we don't want to talk about that right now.
His classmates.
Right. But seriously, this game is going to be edge of your seat, must watch, and I'm going to do my best to go and see it in person because I was at the 2001 World Series Game 7 in Arizona when they walked off the Yankees.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
at the game.
Wow. Kurt Schilling in the unit.
It was unbelievable.
Randy Johnson.
It was unbelievable. It was one of the best sporting events I've ever been at in my life. Now, I was going to go to game 3 and 4, and I didn't because something told me, well, they're not going to win. The Phillies aren't going to win. I just knew.
You felt that last night before, like?
No, I felt it game 3. I really thought they were going to win game 4. But I mean, sometimes you get got. Like,
Look, how far of a drive is it for you?
It depends. If my wife drives, it's probably 3.5 hours. If I drive, it's probably 4 or 4.5. So she drives real fast. She drives real
What do you get, the Fred Flintstone, get the legs going?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's up and down a mountain and boom, you're there. But
All
we may go. I don't know.
We need you there, Book.
Yeah, we might do it.
We need you there.
Need the energy there.
Yeah.
Look, let's turn our attention to some college football today because, by the way, I don't like these. I don't like a big game like Ohio State, Penn State on at 12 noon. I just don't like it. But it is what it is. The Penn State Nittany Lions are getting 4 points.
Wow, is that what it is there?
Yeah, and look, I'm not
He's
looking
on
at the
his phone.
newspaper. I'm on my phone, my Caesars Sports app.
I love
Which
what
we
you're doing.
broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana every Sunday for the Eagles pregame show.
Andrew and Nick, does he hold that phone that far away? Like it
Yeah,
looks
the
like you got to
glasses.
hold that thing so far away.
The text on there is gigantic.
Oh,
It's
he got
like
the
one
big text. Yeah, you got to get the big
30
font.
font, 30 font.
That's
Yeah, it looks
fine.
like my
30
mom's
font. Oh my gosh.
4
The total
over and under
46.
46. Yeah.
46. Penn State getting 4 now. They've been playing with this line all week. All right. It opened up. The look ahead number this summer was 7. Okay. When you put the numbers up early and you try to get the feel for where it's going to go later. And it's a lot of guesswork. I mean, the odds makers, I tell you all the time, they don't know squadouche either. You just put it up and take bets. But the advanced line was 7. It came down as Penn State kept winning. Ohio State, if had they lost, probably that game to Notre Dame, it might have been even less, been closer to a field goal. Open back up this week in a couple places as high as 6. Boom, gone down to 4. back up to 5.5, and then today I wake up and it's 4. Telling you right now, Billy, I really think Penn State's going to cover the spread. I don't know if they're going to win the game. I have that feel. This is one of those ones. Franklin's record and success against ranked teams is terrible. I've listened to it all week. Every show that I've been on, every show that I go on, they remind me of it because everybody knows that I went to Penn State. I think they cover the spread. I think it's a field goal game, and I think it's an ugly game. I think it's an under. Looks like an absolute beautiful day in Columbus. The noon start is good for some. I'm with you. This game should be at night.
It should be at night. It should be a prime time game.
It would be perfect if it was. We'll save that for the Michigan game. That one's in a month. All right. Penn State at home against Michigan. I don't know if they can move that one either because it's a night game in November and the Big Ten has some rule. But either way, if Penn State wins this, Billy, might be headed for the college football playoff. And then
that's what we want to hear.
Then it's going to be nuts. Then it's going to be insufferable.
Let's move to 3:30. Tennessee, Alabama. The Crimson Tide. They're -9. I want to see Tennessee win this game, but the over and under I thought it's a little low. It's 47. Do you think that's a little low?
No. Tennessee's going to really struggle to score. Tennessee's offense has been so bad, and Tennessee beat Alabama last year. Now they got to go on a road. This has the makings of a 31-10 snooze fest. Alabama wins and covers. If you need a teaser leg, Billy, for your teaser today, put Alabama in it and take it down. Alabama's going to win. They don't make it like really comfortable to sit and watch it when you're laying 9. But you could play Tennessee's team total under. They're not scoring more than 14 points today.
Billy, make sure to put that in your 30 font.
I'll put that in my. All right. We're talking with the Sportsbook Consigliere live from Las Vegas. Dave Sharapan, the Sportsbook Consigliere. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. You know what game that I always like to watch? I only ask you games that I'm going to watch.
I know, Billy.
And
You're
I will.
a TV guy, yes.
I will be keeping an eye on. I just to like for the pageantry. Just like to see the rivalry, Michigan State. With Michigan State's problems, they're being accused of stealing signs. What's that all about, Dave? They steal signs. I mean,
it just sounds
if you're not trying to steal signs, you're not trying to win.
Kind of just sounds like scouting to me.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, it's what it is. I don't know what all this is. This came up yesterday while we were doing Bostonian versus the book, and I got to do some more digging as to what they're trying to do here. But apparently, trying to get rid of Jim Harbaugh, I don't understand it. So this is one method to get there, and who knows? You go to the games and you watch the other team call their plays, and then you write it down, and then you go back and know what they're doing.
Right.
Somehow Michigan keeps winning and covering spreads. Their defense looks amazing. Maybe it's working. If I knew somebody was stealing our signs, guess what we would do? Change the signs.
Change the signs.
Change the signs. Or if I know they think they know what we're doing, I'm going to do the same signs, but it's going to be a different play. Very simple, but it's working right now. Michigan State is a mess. They have a historical advantage of covering the spread against Michigan. This is one of those, you'll hear it a lot in the content space. This is a rivalry game. Take the dog.
Right.
Billy, as your financial advisor on Federation the Locker Room, I am not telling you to take the Michigan State. I'm not Spartans. Don't do it. It's 24 points. The total's only 46.
Right.
So it's a math problem. If you think it's going over 46, I think you can lay to 24. If you think it's going under, so I would check the weather because 7:30 at night in East Lansing might be a little bit different in October. If it's ugly, wet, rainy like it is there for you guys, maybe hold off on that game and just take the under rather than lay to 24.5.
All right, there he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere. Now, Dave, let's turn our attention to our Philadelphia Eagles. Take 5-1 Eagles who laid an egg last week against the New York stinking Jets. Host the Miami Dolphins, the 5-1 Miami Dolphins. The spread's 2.5. The Eagles are getting 2.5, I believe. Is that right?
No, the Eagles are laying 2.5.
The Eagles, hold on.
You tried to pull the move.
I'm sorry.
Like the guys in the book. Hey, yeah, I'm laying. No, I'm taking. No, I'm not.
No, it just disappeared. I'm sorry. My bad.
Crank it up. Crank up the font. It's
well, you're talking about a Miami Dolphins offense that's scoring like 37 points a game, book.
I know. what's the word on the street there? What's the mood after the Eagles?
Blankenship. It's like last night with the Phillies.
Oh,
It's
that
sour.
was such a hard pill to swallow last week. Jalen Hurts throwing 3 interceptions, turning the ball over. Their offense looked anemic. They couldn't block anybody. It was just the only bright spot, and I wrote on 97.3ESPN.com, was A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Who's continued to shine. But they
All
go
they
out
had
and
to
get
do-
Julio Jones. All
they had to do, Billy, was just run the ball and then punt it. There's no way Zach Wilson is taking him down the field and scoring. It would have been fine. He forced that ball.
Right.
Mistakes happen. Defenses are good sometimes in crucial moments against teams. And, the Jets won the game as much as the Eagles lost it. So that's fine. So what happens this week? I keep it always straight here. Straight shooter.
Right.
I'm not going to come on and say the Eagles are going to win if I don't think they're going to win. I like Miami. I think Miami wins the game. I think this is one of those ones that something is still not right with that offense. Something is not right with the communication between the coordinators and the play calling.
Yeah, I
and there's
agree
just
with
something going on that we just don't know what it is, but it's frustrating as a fan. It's got to be super frustrating as a player because they can run the ball as good as anybody. The Eagles, when that offensive line gets going and pushing, like they're dominating the line of scrimmage, and the defense is tremendous. Just give us a shot to win the game. Get enough points so we win. Let's get 20 or 24 every game. Should be enough, as good as the defense is. How about make it easy and get 31? They're not doing that. This game, the total's coming way down. I keep hearing how bad it's going to be there, and the wind is going to be bad. Not buying any of it. I think Miami's offense is going to be too much for the Eagles' defense. I say take the 2.5 points, Billy. And you could tease that up.
Yeah, I'll tease it.
Miami plus all their points.
But Miami didn't play well offensively when they went to Buffalo.
What does that have to do with
Well, I
Philadelphia?
don't know. They're coming to Philadelphia. It's not easy to play at the Link.
No, it's not easy to play on the road, period, in the NFL, especially places like that. But I think I'm just telling you that if it turns into a score fest type game where you got to get 24 to win, I'm not sure. And the Miami defense is terrible. They don't tackle. They're wide open spaces all over. This is the game that the Eagles offense
20th ranked
could get
defense
right.
in the league.
Yeah, this is the Eagles.
But here's the thing: they're ranked number 1 in total offense, yards rushing, pass offense, points per game.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times good defense beats good offense. I just don't see it happen Sunday night. I hope it's an entertaining game. I really do.
All right.
We need an entertaining game, and I hope it's coming in between a Phillies win Saturday night and then an Eagles game, and then we can clinch this thing on Monday in Philadelphia and start talking about the World Series. That's how it's supposed to go.
He's upbeat. We love him.
All right, Book. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better.
Maybe you made us feel better, Book.
The Pennsylvania parlay, Billy.
Look, we're all
Phillies.
coming
Wow,
up
you
there.
look good. Look at
Look,
that.
everybody-
All right, we
look at
got
this, Ryan Howard.
All
show.
right. Oh, Billy, don't hurt yourself. Wait, relax. Ryan Howard.
I just pulled my
don't
his
pull
back
a
just
muscle,
went out,
Billy.
Dave. His back just went out. It's a disaster. This commercial break's going to be something else.
Pennsylvania parlay, Billy.
All right.
It's the Phillies today.
All right.
You can't do it with the Eagles tomorrow, so never mind. I was going to tell you that. Penn State in the morning with the Phillies. That's the Saturday Pennsylvania parlay.
All right.
Okay. Penn State plus the
There we go.
points. Phillies money line. See you, boys.
As always, Book, we love it. We'll see you next week.
Absolutely.
There he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. I want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Now, you got to get down to La Scala's Beach House. They're located in Brigantine. They opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of homemade Italian, American, and seafood favorites. Plus their famous pizzas. Everything's generously portioned and great for sharing.
Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open from 4 to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays, 11:30 to 10 on Thursday through Sundays, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. You'll love their cozy leather, huge leather booths, huge bar, the wraparound bar. They have a game day menu at the LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. I'm telling you, the menu's phenomenal. They got this regatta board, right? It's got regatta cheese and it has honey in it. You dip the bread in there. It's almost like a dessert, but it's not. And of course, I had the meatball trio. That was phenomenal. Well, I'll be down there on Sunday. Going to come down and see. Check it out. Rob LaScala has done a great job. That's La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, the Locker Room Youth Movement, intern Andrew Leeds, and producer Danny Ryan right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 7, and the Eagles host the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Football at the Link.
He's hit. He's set back across the 20. They got him. The Son Reddick.
Pre-game coverage starts at 7 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 8:20. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagle station. Brought to you by
GMS Law. Make the right call with 4 convenient locations to serve you. Boardwalk Honda. Shop our lineup of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas online at boardwalkhonda.com. The Fan Zone at Sun Valley Pools. Unique fan gear and gifts for every fan of every team. 8th Regional Hospital. Your healthcare partner for a healthier life. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Choose better banking. And South Jersey Gas.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home of South Jersey for Eagles football.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Men and Philly Men magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With GMF financing to qualify buyers excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
Everybody knows there's no beating Bennett. And right now, we're kicking off our end-of-year sell-down early with our best deals of the year. While most dealers are selling new vehicles at or above MSRP, Bennett's selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee prices. Yes, you pay what our supplier employees pay, not 1 penny more. Save even more with available 0% financing. And during our year-end sale, get our best offers ever on pre-owned vehicles. We'll pay a minimum $10,000 for any trade. Any trade. We don't care if it's got 1,000,000 miles or 1,000,000 dents. You still get a minimum $10,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Imagine how much more you'll get if it's in good shape. And our non-commissioned sales staff is a delight to work with because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. No need to negotiate, no hassles, no haggling. Find new roads at Bennett Chevrolet in Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the Locker Room Youth Movement, intern Andrew Leeds, and my producer, Nick Earnshaw, not Danny Ryan or not Danny Greene.
Danny Greene. He's back.
He's back.
Danny Greene is back.
I got a question for you guys. So the Eagles come out last week, lose to the Jets. They score 14 points. Offense looked anemic. Is Jalen Hurts starting to smell himself? He's on commercials, and he says the right things. But you gotta, if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. And I'm not saying like people want to blame the coordinator, people want to blame this and that, but he's turning the ball over. He's got 7 interceptions already.
I mean, he definitely. I would say it's safe to say that he's probably the main reason they lost the Jets game.
Right?
I mean, but I will say the issue with this team is not just Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts, he's had his up and downs.
14 points up, Andrew.
Yeah, but also DeAndre Swift fumbled the ball. Dallas got that one interception was really, I think, a fumble by Dallas Goedert. I mean, that was ridiculous that it counts as an interception. I do think Jalen Hurts could be playing better. I mean, we saw it last year, but I think it's really more this whole offense is just not getting into a rhythm.
Quarterback gets all the accolades when he wins. He gets all the blame when they lose. They lost a game that they should have won. They should be 6-0 going in, and then now you got the Dolphins.
It's one of the best teams of football. On Sunday night, you got the
30,
Kelly
they
Greene.
average 37 points a game,
and we have an injured secondary.
And all right,
It's beat up.
Blankenship's out.
It's beat up. I'm not confident in Sunday's game. I'm not. I'm with the book on this one.
I think I am too.
I mean, I wish I could be more confident with the Kelly Greene. It's going to be
that's
it's going to be
another thing.
electric.
You got the Kelly Greene coming out.
Why would you pick the Dolphins game to bring him out? I'm just asking that. It wasn't a great decision, I don't think.
Well, it's got to be a home game, and I don't know. You know what I would have done it for? The Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys, Giants,
Cowboys
one of them.
I like the uniform matchup of them versus the Dolphins, and when that was announced, I was hyped. But yeah, now after seeing the Dolphins put up 70 points, I'm a little nervous.
Right? Yeah, you don't want to get run out of the building.
Because then we're playing the Bills in our next Kelly Greene game, which is the way this team's playing right now. That could be another.
So let's look at the schedule. They were at New England. You don't want to bring him out for the Minnesota Vikings on September 13th. You didn't want to bring him out against the Commanders. So this is the one spot. I guess maybe they're doing it to juice the team, but I just hope Jalen Hurts isn't smelling himself.
I don't think he is. I think he's just going through a funk right now, and having Brian Johnson being the new play caller, it still seems like things are not where they should be at all.
Not right.
The communication isn't there.
He's not turning the ball over either.
Right.
So listen, the disparity in running passes. You know how many they pass the ball 45 times to only 22 rushes, Andrew?
Yeah, they really need to even out that ratio. I mean, there's no reason that Jalen Hurts should be throwing the ball 40 plus times against the Jets.
Against the Jets?
That's a game.
27th. They were 27th against the run.
Yeah, and
going into that game,
Swift obviously did have the fumble, but you got to kind of let him bounce back after that. I mean, it seems like after that fumble, he was pretty much not a factor at all. Especially when you're a game where you're.
I take that back. They were 29th against the run.
Oh, so they were a little worse.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand the play calling and the scheming. I mean, whenever it seems like guys are getting hot or pulling them out. I mean, Swift. I was at that Commanders game, and it was just like it was surreal watching DeAndre Swift go off just for Kenny Gainwell to get like all of the second half touches.
And then they go away from it. It seems like I
don't know what we're doing.
Talk about this every Sunday. Of course, tomorrow we'll be at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana, as we are for every Sunday throughout the NFL season. And then every Sunday we get to go get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Scott, it seems like every time we talk with Scott Grayson, like we say, run the ball, run the ball. We got away from that the last two weeks, and we didn't run the ball. And then look what happened. We scored 14 points against a Jets team that we should have just wiped off the face of the map.
This goes back to when Sirianni started as the head coach. Remember how they got off to that bad start in his first year, and everyone was like, just run the ball. And they started running the ball, and they started winning. So maybe that same type of thing needs to happen. Like they have to be put down a little bit, have to lose a couple of games, go through a rough period for them to start running the ball. I don't get it. You have DeAndre Swift. Yeah, but you got a lot of playmakers in the backfield. I don't know why you don't use them.
Well, I got to tell you, you have my Birds printout. It's all in Kelly Greene.
It's not in 30 font.
No,
I'll tell you that. It's not in 30 font.
It's not in 30 font, but you know what? You're right. I can't even. It's the writing's too small. I don't know why it came out small. But Tagovailoa is he's thrown more. He's got the most total yards in the league, and he's got speed. That's got an offense that has speed, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean that speed is deadly. I mean, I know a chain. He's still out, I believe, but I mean Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert. They got a lot of speed on this team. That's what's going to be hard for, again, a secondary group that. Yep. Are we down? Do we have any of our starting safeties playing? Reed's out.
Reed will be out. I mean, the secondary's hurt.
No,
I don't.
Sidney Brown's coming in.
Sidney Brown
he's
is
going to be
coming back,
activated.
so that.
But he's still a young guy. He's still a rookie.
Yeah, but he's a rookie. Yeah, he can't pin, especially against a high-powered offense like the Dolphins. Man, you know what? Here's another thing. Tagovailoa gets the ball out like under 2.5 seconds. He's like the quickest in the league with release the ball.
And he
goes to the middle of the field. He's not just throwing it out like.
Yeah. And thankfully, the big thing with this game is that Lane Johnson is back. That he's expected to play at least. And I mean, we were talking about during the break, Lane Johnson, their record with him, they're 84, 48-1 with him.
84
with him, 48-1.
Right.
So, way above 500.
Right.
Without him, they're 13-22.
Not close.
Not close.
Not
Got to
close.
get him in the lineup. All right. Speaking of speed, on the other side, we're going to talk with our speedy guy, former wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, Dave Klemic. He's out in Kansas City for Dante Hall's induction to the Chiefs Hall of Fame. We'll talk to him, and maybe he'll put Dante on the phone for us. I want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors is named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Hey, I'm here to tell you about Stanton Insurance Group. SIG Protection. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote. That's sigprotection.com. Let me tell you about Captain Chucky's in Seattle. They're open today. Get down there, get your pregame meal, try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take bake and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Visit CaptainChucky'sSeattle.com. Go down there and say hello to John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Seattle City. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll go out to Kansas City and talk with Dave Klemic. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Andrew Leeds, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, it's a heavyweight showdown in the SEC as the 11th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide hosts the 17th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as the Crimson Tide look to remain perfect in conference play as the Vols head into Bryant-Denny Stadium with victory on their mind. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at 3:30.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable. So be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Which is why I recommend Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts. They're customized for your feet, so you get a unique solution your feet really need, not just a one-size-fits-all insole. They're clinically proven to provide pain relief for achy feet, knees, lower back, plantar fasciitis, and heels. Take the Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotics assessment in Walmart today, now in the foot care aisle.
Your palace awaits. Caesars Palace Online Casino is now live. Download today and register using code RADIOLAUNCH. New users get a $10 sign-up bonus, a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, and 2,500 reward credits after wagering $25. Must be 21 and physically present in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or West Virginia. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonuses. Full terms and wagering requirements at CaesarsPalaceOnline.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In West Virginia, all games regulated by the West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw producing. Intern Andrew Leeds is here. Of course, tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. You guys should see the TVs there. They're phenomenal.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh my God, they're so clear. It's like you're like right there at the game. But someone that's at the game right now, our good buddy, our co-host on Saturdays, former wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy Dave Klemic, who's out in Kansas City. Good morning, Dave.
Morning, gentlemen. I miss you guys.
Miss you, man. And I know you're out there in KC. It's a one-hat town, but you got a lot of stuff going on out there. Why are you out there, Dave?
I'm visiting my best friend, Kevin Alexander. He was one of my neighbors when I was living in Kansas City, and I was living literally next to Willie Rowe, first ballot Hall of Famer. And between him and my friend Kevin, we got to be really close, walking our dogs together and stuff like that. I'm really close to him and his whole family. So we're staying in his house with his son Huxley. He's over here playing video games and, making poopy smells in the class. But I live right. The craziest story, Billy, happens. I get on the plane. I go to Newark because it's the only direct flight to Kansas City. Who's sitting right in front of us? Dante Hall and his family.
And you had no idea?
No idea. Neither did I. Saw his wife first, and I was like, Lauren, and I was like, she's like, hey, and then I saw Dante. I noticed her first, and I go, it couldn't be her. There's no way. and so we ended up sitting together. We actually kind of sit a couple rows apart. But what the heck? Then I get off the plane. I see Sylvester Morris, Jackson State first-round draft pick I played with for a couple of years. He was in the airport waiting. I ran into John McGraw, second-round draft pick from K-State. We went to a high school football game out here with him. I'm just touching back all my roots and my buddies that I played with, and it's a great place. We're in Olathe, which has just been beautifully developed out here. It was all farmland when I was playing, so now it's neat that it's such these like $1 million homes all over the place.
When you were playing, Dave, they had tumbleweed blowing out there.
They did. I used to go watch rodeos out here. We would go watch a rodeo out here.
Hey, Dave, so you're out there for Dante Hall's induction into the Kansas City Chiefs Hall of Fame. Their Ring of Honor. They're going to retire his number?
They're not going to retire his number, but you go on to where if you look at like all of our Ring of Fame at the Eagles Stadium at the Link, he'll be one of the names on there.
Oh, that's cool.
And you have a big picture in the actual Hall of Fame there. There's a big hall where you have like a gigantic mural put up of you and stuff like that. So it was one of those things that I asked Dante yesterday. I said, bro, can you imagine when we used to walk into this place? And he was a regular guy. I mean, he was a guy that was on the brink of being cut all the time. And then I just saw Coach Vermeil just really poured into him so he'd understand how talented he really was. And he kind of started to believe in himself. And then once you start to believe in yourself and you're as talented as Dante, it's scary. And you can do things that he was able to do. But yeah, that was what we're here for. And I get today to go Top Golf, and I'm gonna we have an event for all the NFL like legends community, and I get to go Top Golf with all my guys and all the teammates that I played with in like 01 to 04 area.
We're talking with former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, who's out in Kansas City for the induction of Dante Hall into the Hall of Fame out there. Now, the reason why you and Dante are so closely, you're friendly, but what draws you together in a story is the fact that you guys had a race for the fastest man in the NFL. Is that correct?
Well, it was the Kansas City Chiefs fastest man competition. But that also feeds who goes to the NFL's fastest man competition. So the year prior, Dante had won it, and so you get the title of they introduced the roster to the city at the convention center. It's a huge convention center, so they'll introduce you, your position, and then say something a little bit about you. So every year they say, and this year's Kansas City Chiefs fastest man, Dave Klemic, and that was pretty cool. I get to walk out and be introduced to the city like that. And I had to walk right past him and shake his hand. Son of a gun.
Well, what's really going to be cool is he's going in the Hall of Fame, but yeah, you beat him in a 40-yard dash. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if they'll bring that up.
I keep going. It's like PowerPoints in like high school football. The better he does, the better I do. Right. I keep cheering him on like crazy. But yeah, he's the one that sent me the ticket. I get all the tickets. I'm on his list, so I get to go. We get to go. I was hoping that maybe we could meet Taylor Swift out here.
Oh, right.
T Swift.
One of the skyboxes, and so will we. So I'm going, where?
Well, she'll be there. She'll be there tomorrow, right?
Yeah, she'll be there, right?
Oh my God.
I'm going to try.
Klemic, I want a picture of you and Taylor Swift.
I'll do my very best. I'll fake it really good.
All right, well, listen, we know you're busy. We're going to let you run. Last week, the Eagles dropped a very disappointing loss. They lost at 20-14 to the Jets. How do you think they're going to fare against the Dolphins tomorrow night?
Well, this is the first time I'm going to sound sort of like in a negative way.
So keep it real, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. If they make any mistakes on offense, they can't afford to make. They can't. Every possession has to end with 3 points at least. So if they don't end the possession with 3 points, you're not going to be able to stop them from scoring enough points to win the game. Can the Eagles win it? Absolutely. They're the defense that has the ability to do it. They have the firepower on offense. I think we just signed Julio Jones too.
Yep. Yeah.
So we have all that. I don't think he's active, but we have all that firepower. However, if you can't score at least 3 points on every possession, you cannot win this game against the Dolphins.
So what is your prediction, Dave Klemic?
So my prediction, because I never think I'm never going to
go where he's going with this.
Yep. Even if I was betting, I would put it down. I would say 27-26 Eagles.
Oh,
woo! I thought he was.
Wow, I thought he was going the other way.
I thought you were going to go the other way.
How about that?
27-26 Eagles.
I'm going to go Eagles on this one, and because last week I was very wrong, and I was going with 34 points. That's my 34 points. I'm always going to give Eagles 34 points.
Right.
I don't think they've been producing at and are cohesive enough right now to score 34 points, but I do think their defense is going to be stout enough to really to really key in on that quarterback and lock it out. I actually don't think the Tua is going to finish the game today. I think we're going to go so aggressive at him that he's not going to be able to finish the game because we've hit him so many times.
Well, listen, I hope you're right. I know the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, doesn't like it. He thinks the Dolphins are going to win, but we like your honesty, Dave. Enjoy the rest of the time out there, and we'll see you when you get back.
All right, I miss you guys.
I miss you. There he is, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. He's out there in Kansas City. He's going to meet Taylor Swift, Andrew. What do you think about that?
That's incredible. He's got to get her on the show.
Yo, by the way, I'm turning into a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I mean, because when my daughter's 8 years old, Eliza Grace, and she loves it. I've been listening to a lot of her songs. I find myself singing the songs.
Some of her music's not bad.
She
Never
writes
been
a lot of her
fan.
music, right?
Yeah, it's like easy to listen to. It's nothing
Great.
like bad.
I like
You
it.
know,
I think
don't
she's
it's
very
bad.
talented.
She's good.
You like her, Nick?
Yeah, she's good.
I respect
She's
her.
good. I think she's
good.
great.
After working her concerts, I respect her.
Yeah,
I'm putting
man.
on 3.5-hour shows.
She's good.
every single day of the
Not a
week.
Swiftie, but
I'm turning into a Swiftie. All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors is named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. If you want to get a text message in, 609-403-0973. When we get back, Nick will read a few off. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Catch Phillies playoff baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Here's the pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Zach Wheeler razor sharp here tonight.
Can the Phillies make a return trip to the World Series this season? Listen to find out.
It's the National League Championship Series. Phillies Diamondbacks.
Game 5 tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. The road to the World Series starts here on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
When you open the BetParks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moments. It's the energy of being all in, the passion of a perfect parlay, and the pure joy of a jackpot. It's another opportunity to win big every day of the week. Sign up for BetParks and get a welcome offer today. You play for fun, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, or Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's number 59, Seth joining. Birds football, best time of the year. Join me right now and open the Bet Parks Sportsbook app, and you're in the zone. Bet Parks is the only casino and sportsbook app that I use and recommend. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moment. The confidence of underdogs covering, the tension before the clutch turnover, and the pride of a parlay paying off. It's another chance to win big with all-day action. New customers make your first winning $10 bet and get $125 in sports bonus bets. You play for fun, you love to win, you bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, my Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds, and we got a couple more text messages there, Nick.
We do. So we got from Cole from LBI says, to think the Eagles should have killed the Jets is a bad take. The Jets defense is legit, has been all year, and they are better against the run than the rankings indicate. They play a soft defense that allows a lot of yards, but have a great D-line that can stop the run when they need to.
They stopped us, that's for sure. So I can't argue with it.
Yeah,
but
maybe to say we should have blown them out is a stretch, but the Eagles should have.
I look, my prediction, I think I said 40. What did I say?
Yeah, a blowout.
I think 40-17. Yeah, a blowout.
Oh, man.
I mean, Zach Wilson.
That'll never happen again.
Shouldn't have defeated this defense.
Yeah.
I know we were hurt. It was MetLife, but it's a fair take. Their defense is better than what the numbers say.
I agree. I think that's fair.
You're gonna ask me something there, Nick?
I got one more text.
Okay.
So Gabby from Galloway. I'm a big fan of Rob Thompson, but he has blew the last 2 games with Kimbrel. Should never be in the game again.
I don't know if he didn't blow it. He had it against his closer. That's who he's been using. I mean, that's what he's been doing all year.
De facto closer. He hasn't. I mean, he's brought in like Alvarado at times.
He blew 3 saves in a regular season.
I know, but he's been shaky though. Late towards the end of the season, he was shaky. He was shaky towards
bringing
the
him out last night.
He's got 418 saves for his career.
But he's old man.
I
don't care
get
about
washed
that.
up. I mean,
I'm not blaming it on Robbie Thompson. You blaming Thompson?
I think he could be better. I'm not saying that's like he's why we lost. I mean, he made some. I mean, I agree with your Hoffman.
And if he does it tonight, that would be 3 nights in a row. He's not going to do it. You fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
I can't say Topper blew game 3, except for the fact I wouldn't have thrown Kirkering out there in the 7th when it's a 1-0 game.
Yeah.
When you have your whole bullpen healthy, like why didn't Hoffman be used in that spot?
Right.
But game 4, I can't really say Topper blew it.
I don't think he made the right decisions.
Except for he could have, saved Hoffman.
Let's just see how he manages tonight. Hopefully they don't have to use the bullpen.
He's going to live and die by his method every single time.
What do you want to see out of Wheeler tonight? 7 strong?
7 or 8. I need 7 or 8 out of
8. You think
yeah.
8?
Yeah. You just used all your guys in your bullpen last night, and we saw what happened.
7 guys last night.
Yeah. I need 7 or 8. Around that. Around
At least 7.
At least 7. Yeah. I agree. All right. 1 to 10. I got to ask you, Billy.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Eagles, Phillies, how confident are you they both win this weekend? Today,
Phillies
today,
get a win tonight,
and tomorrow. And the Eagles win tomorrow. Scale of 1 to 10. How confident are you in that?
3.
I'm a 2.
How about you? What
Number
do you
2. Optimist and say a 4.
2,
3, and 4.
I mean, it's tough.
I mean, it's like in a perfect world, obviously you want both to win, but
yeah.
So you have your question actually. What you're going to ask?
Yeah.
Me,
with that being said, none of us are confident, and with obviously the Phillies en route October and Eagles having a huge game against the Dolphins, would you sacrifice another Eagles loss in order to ensure these next 2 Phillies wins?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
In a heartbeat.
100%.
Because, I mean, you're looking at this is week 7 in the NFL.
Exactly.
Right? If they lose, they're 5-2.
Yeah.
No, I would do that in an instant.
I would.
If you were to tell me that if you're gonna tell me that I have to pick an Eagles loss this week to get a win tonight, or is this to win the series?
I guess let's just say to win tonight.
So, I do that too, right, Nick?
Yeah, 100%. I'd let the Dolphins score 70 points 10 times over to get the Phillies to win tonight.
I don't care if you said if Eagles lose 70-14, like they blew out the Broncos.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, it's crazy to say because we love our Eagles here, but it's Red October.
The only thing is,
to go to the World Series.
But the only thing is, they're wearing Kelly Green tomorrow.
That's the thing too.
That's another factor.
How about this? Would you sacrifice the Eagles getting embarrassed in the Kelly Greens for the Phillies to win?
That's a better way to phrase it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
That's how much I want the Phillies to win tonight. This is so much fun. I wrote in my article on 97.3 ESPN that I do every Friday. You can check it out there on the website, 97.3ESPN.com. I said this is fantastic. This whole Red October, the run, everybody's wherever you go, everybody's wearing red. Everybody's talking Phillies baseball, and the enthusiasm for this team with this home crowd is unbelievable. It's like it's been talked about, it's been discussed, it's real, it's palatable, and I think. Yeah, man. If you were to tell me that if you're saying, hey, Billy, the Eagles are going to lose 45-10, but the Phillies will win, will you take that? I'm saying, yeah.
I think it would be a wake-up call for the Eagles too.
We're all in agreement, but we're all in agreement. Right, that's true too. We're all in agreement that we take that.
Yes, I think
in
so.
a heartbeat.
Because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get in my car and call my brother, and my brother's going, I'm not going to do that. He'll start yelling at me.
It's a Week 7 game. There's tons of football left. I mean,
but that being said,
and obviously this is all hypothetical. We want both to win.
We want both to
like
win. Thank you, Andrew.
But it's
why you're the intern.
The hypothetical. But
because guess what? I want the Eagles to win this game bad for the simple reason you beat a high-powered team. Because right now the records of all these teams that are coming in, you got Dallas, Kansas City, Buffalo, 49ers. And Dallas again.
It's a tough stretch.
The only one I didn't bring up is Washington next week, but they're all got winning records.
Yeah, and Washington always gives us trouble. I mean, it took us overtime to beat them this year.
Now we're down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're on the road this time. I don't know. The Phillies if they lose to the Diamondbacks after going up 2-0, I mean that's hard. That would be heartbreaking. He's so
all right, who's your star tonight, Nick Earnshaw?
I'm gonna go. I think JT Realmuto has a big night.
tonight.
I think JT has a big night tonight against Gallon. I think so.
All right,
I know he's a righty, but I think it happens.
I think it's about time we have another Bryce game.
I like it.
Games. I think it's time that he really makes his presence felt.
Wow. The show's over. I need to see Castellanos.
Yeah,
and Stott tonight.
I was going to say Stott. So that was my first thing.
Don't forget to join us tomorrow. Come on down to the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana for our Eagles pregame show, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. It's a place to be. That place is a lot of fun. The Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Come on down and say hi. I want to thank Tommy Greene, On the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign for designated drivers. The Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Of course, Dave Klemic calling in from Kansas City. Thank you, Nick Earnshaw.
Thank you.
Andrew Leeds, excellent job.
Thank you, Billy.
Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. We got Phillies baseball tonight. Check it out right here. Stay with us at 97.3 ESPN for all the action. I'll see you tomorrow at the Sportsbook.
The preceding program was paid for by the